Different verbs for look or see. See, look, watch, read, view, stare, gaze, glance, glimpse. Introduction warm-up. Before learning these verbs, let's get a feel for their differences by asking a few simple questions. Do you see me? Are you watching TV? Did you just glance at me? These questions lead us to consider the diverse ways in which English can express even the action of seeing, a topic we will delve into in this report. See meaning to see or notice. Definition. It means seeing or noticing, a form of unintentional visual perception. It emphasizes the eye's ability to see, allowing it to naturally receive visual information, even without intentional searching. Usage. See plus object. Example. I can see the stars. Did you see my bag? Have you seen my bag? Reminder. Emphasize natural seeing rather than actively searching or looking for something for a long time. Look to see, to gaze. Definition. It means to look or to gaze. It is an active, directional action. It requires the viewer to turn their gaze towards a specific object and focus their attention. Usage. Look at plus object. When followed by an object to be looked at, it usually requires the preposition at. Tip. Emphasizes the active act of turning the eyes to look. Example. Please look at the board. Don't look at your phone in class. Tip. Look. Actively direct your gaze towards the object. Watch indicates watching a period of time or activity. Watch plus object. For example, I like to watch movies. She is watching the game. Note, this emphasizes the meaning of watching something in progress, and the object of observation is dynamic, usually or changing. Commonly used for watching movies, games, TV shows, etc. Read or understand text. Definition. The verb read specifically refers to the act of obtaining information or understanding content through text, that is, reading or understanding text. It emphasizes the process of understanding written material rather than simply visually engaging it. Usage. Read plus book or article or word. Examples. He likes to read novels. She is reading the newspaper. Note, reading specifically refers to reading or understanding text and is not used to describe activities such as watching television, movies, or sports. View to formally watch or appreciate. This expression indicates a more formal or appreciative way of viewing or appreciating something. It is often used to describe viewing scenery, artwork, exhibitions, or programs, emphasizing the viewer's scrutiny and appreciation of the subject. Usage. View plus scenery or program. Examples. We viewed the art exhibition. Tourists view the city from the tower. Tourists enjoy the city view from the tower. Note, view often carries a more formal or appreciative tone and is often used to describe purposeful and tasteful viewing. Stare or stare. Definition. Stare means to stare or to stare. It refers to looking at something or someone intently and for a prolonged period of time, often with an emotion such as curiosity, surprise, anger, or unconsciousness. This gaze is usually continuous and unblinking. Usage. Stare at plus object. Emphasis on the prolonged, unmoved staring, usually with an emotional state. Example. The boy stared at the picture. Don't stare at people. Note, staring can sometimes be seen as rude or distracted, and is generally discouraged unless there is a specific reason such as appreciating a work of art. Gaze stare or look with affection. Definition. This refers to a gaze, often with emotions such as admiration, wonder, thought, or contemplation. It denotes a prolonged, steady, and affectionate gaze, often accompanied by inner feelings. Usage. Gaze at plus object. Tips. Emphasize the gaze with affection, typically a prolonged and focused look, often with emotions such as admiration, wonder, or contemplation. Examples. She gazed at the stars. He gazed at her with love. Differentiation. Look. Casually, unintentionally. Watch. Focused and prolonged. Gaze. With affection or love. Glance. A quick glance. Definition. It means glance or a quick look. It refers to a quick, brief glance, usually casually or to quickly gather information. Usage, glance at plus object. Examples: she glanced at the clock. He glanced at the paper and smiled. Tip: glance emphasizes a brief, in-depth action, usually without prolonged attention. Glimpse, a glimpse or a brief sight. Definition: it means a glimpse or a brief sight, emphasizing that the sight is very brief, or that the content of the sight is incomplete or unclear. It is often used to describe a casual or quick sight. Usage: catch a glimpse of plus object. Features: the sight is very brief. The content of the sight may be incomplete or unclear, usually a casual or quick sight. Example: I caught a glimpse of the actor. We glimpsed the mountain through the clouds. Tip: a glimpse indicates a brief, incomplete visual contact. Comparison and contrast. The following are the various verbs for see and their core differences. See means to see or notice naturally. Characteristics: unintentional visual perception, emphasizing visual ability. Emphasis on natural seeing. Look means to look at, to gaze. Characteristics: to actively direct one's gaze towards a specific target with a sense of direction. Emphasis on actively turning one's eyes to look. Watch means watch a period of time or activity. Characteristics: focuses on something that is happening for a long time. Emphasis on watching something in progress. Read means reading or understanding text. Characteristics: specifically refers to obtaining information or understanding content through text. Emphasis on understanding the text. View means to look at something formally or to admire it. Characteristics: view implies appreciation or scrutiny. Emphasis on appreciation. Stare means to stare at something or to gaze blankly. Characteristics: to look at something for a long time with intense concentration and often with some emotion. Emphasis on staring. Gaze means to gaze at something or to look with affection. Characteristics: a prolonged, steady, and affectionate gaze. Emphasizes the emotional aspect. Glance means to glance at something or to look quickly. Characteristics: a quick, fleeting glance. Emphasizes the quick aspect. Glimpse means to glance at something or to see it briefly. Characteristics: a brief, incomplete visual experience. Emphasizes the brief, incomplete aspect. Common errors. Learners often make the following errors when using these verbs. I see TV every day. Incorrect. I watch TV every day. Correct. Explanation: watching TV means watching dynamic content for a period of time. The correct verb to use is watch rather than see. He looks the book. Incorrect. He looks at the book. Correct. Explanation: when look seeing is used as to see, it usually requires the preposition at to indicate the object of observation. Tip: read the usage instructions for each verb carefully, paying special attention to whether it requires a preposition or adverb after it. Summary. Common usage in everyday life. See to see or notice something naturally. Look to actively direct one's gaze. Watch to focus on something moving for a prolonged period of time. Reading is related to appreciation. Reading the text or understanding the content. Viewing appreciating the view or formally watching. Stare for a long time. Stare to stare at something or to look at something blankly. Gaze to gaze at something or to look at something with emotion. A quick, brief look. Glance, a glance or a quick look. Glimpse, a fleeting glimpse or a brief sight. This course explores the various verbs for seeing in English and organizes them into several categories for easier understanding and memorization. Each verb has its own specific meaning and context, and understanding these differences will help you express the action of seeing more precisely.